After listening to this motivation and inspirational message, please kindly share with others, and I'll be very appreciative. Thanks in advance. So the title of the message we'll be exploring today is what I call the cards. On the deck of life lies cards of purpose, destiny, talent, pursuits, goals, ambitions. The poker, which most people often refer to as God or a supernatural being, deals gracefully with humans in manners that pleases him. Life is like a game of cards. The hands we are dealt with is determinism. The way we play it is free will. Unlike the actual card games, we do not have a right to the cards we believe we should have been dealt with. Some people frantically desire to have been dealt with the cards of wealth, honor, affluence, fame, health. But the reverse is the case. Why? Because he who deals with humans readily knows from the beginning to the end how one's game will turn out to be, whether it will be a fair play or a defective play. We've only been generously granted the opportunity to freely play our cards without unnecessary interruptions or meddlings. Life cards shuffled in and out, sliding successively into one another, with the shuffler's hands seeming invisible to allow we humans to steal a glimpse of fortunes imprinted on each card we've unpicked. At that point, human curiosity was only productive in multiplying anxiety, while their curiosity is intermittently met with sighs of expectations. We continually surge into the habit of emptying our curiosity with deep sighs, encouraged by the ignorance that comes with the picking. Finally, the cards were shoveled out for us to unpick, that of which we freely did with hopes raised high in the cloud. While trying to upturn to the face of the cards, mixed thoughts and feelings bugged our minds. Anxiety and fear crept in and rounded off our thoughts. Now listen carefully. You've picked your cards and I've picked mine. You've upturned yours and I have done likewise. Ask yourself this simple question. Am I fiddling with these cards in my hands? Or I am positively making do with them? Am I? Although we do not have the right to freely determine which cards to pick or to be given to us when they are covered face down, nevertheless, we have obligations to play our cards well. Let me ask you these questions. What fortune of life is imprinted on your card? How many of those cards are you handling? Cards of fame, talent, wealth? How many have you played well? Even though the cards you've unpicked seem to be unfavorable to you, always remember that the key to success is playing the hand you are dealt with like it was the hand you wanted. I think somebody needs to hear this. Holding the right card doesn't determine, guarantee, or buy you winning security. I tell you, only right moves do. It is very unfortunate that most people have the right cards clutched in their hands. Cards of wealth, influence, talent, gifts, passion, vision, goals. But they are barren of the right moves, transforming ideas or brilliant steps to take. While on the other extreme of the rope, some are grasping with the unfavorable cards, but with the knowledge of the right moves. In the game of cards, some nurture the thought of reshuffling what they've unpicked with external cards outside which they mostly tag as alternatives. Listen to me. And listen well, you don't need to reshuffle your cards because you may end up with a joker. Learn to be contented and unrepentantly satisfied with the cards you've unpicked. Learn to convert them and utilize them even when they seem irredeemable. You just need one thing. You just need to play your cards right. Whatever life or God deals with you, clutch onto it without excuse. Don't be dilly-dally because you can't be the jack of all spades. That 2 or 3 cards you've unpicked needs to be played with extreme caution, abstinence, and intelligence. In the face of prayer, castigation, derision, do not be quick to let the cards fall off your handlings. Do not give in to retreat or surrender to the harshness of life. Rather strive to win over. Josh Billings said, and I quote, "Life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well." Remember, everyone has a trump card. I will reiterate that. Remember, Everyone has a trump card, but the showtime matters and differs. Sometimes you have to wait before you play out your winning card. Sometimes you don't need to spread all your cards on the deck of life for people to see. You need to learn some mild tricks of concealing some cards from people's view. Why? To prevent contempt, dislike, jealousy, and the likes. You only talk them out when they are most needful. Sometimes you might need to dash quickly to the market to pick newly available options or alternatives to boost your chances of winning. Remember, I say again, remember to always do such with the primary intent of knocking out and knocking down your challenges and winning over your game. In your game, when you find a trump card with a king, please keep him. When you find a queen, treasure her, for it might be the last game saver to win back all your lost treasuries. Our trump card, and we have to say this, differs from one person to another depending on how we've been dealt with. You might be a skillful painter, an instrumentalist, a vocalist, an eloquent preacher and speaker, a talented athlete, a political icon, an excellent academician, or even a business enthusiast. The question is, do you treasure that which is at your immediate disposal? See, don't be swiftly rash to put those cards to play. I say again, do not be swiftly rash to put those cards to play. Exercise patience. Take up the habit of extreme caution. Listen, whichever card God and life has dealt with you, play them with fairness, caution, positive minds, and with purpose. I am Balogun Adebola. Thanks for listening.